What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of me analyzing your replays, and today will be finally not a PvT, even though I don't mind analyzing PvT. Today will be a PvP, and today will probably be a short episode because we will go through how to defend a cannon rush in this case, or how to better defend a cannon rush on about diamond level. So let's get started. Let's go through this replay real quick because, of course, cannon rush starts early. Pylon moving, pylon? Yeah, that's for sure a pylon. That is the pyloniest pylon I've ever seen. Prop moving over the map, gateway being built, and what we see here is the high ground pylon. So what did we learn from our cannon rush, defending cannon rush video? What did we learn? Now, there are 5 rules, right? And one of the main rules is to always have a prop out on the map, but also to not let cannons go up. Now with this pylon, with the high ground pylon, it's very interesting to see where could the cannons actually go up. And it's very interesting because where the cannons go up here, right? Either here on the high ground, easiest pull of our lives. We will see what will happen here. Ding pulls 4 props, but has 1 prop down here on the low ground, but actually doesn't have it on the low ground. So let's see the cannon go up very quickly. So the first thing that we can already talk about, actually there are 2 things right now because the gateway is popping out. 2 things we can talk about. One, the question of 2-gate defense versus forge expense. Now 2-gate defense. Now 2-gate defense almost always is like the, how do I put this? It's the better option, but especially on lower levels, also the less safe option, because having cannons to defend makes everything a lot easier, because then you just get a cannon here and you get a cannon here and you're good. But it's a lot easier for the cannon rusher to transition out of it as well. However, on lower level, most cannon rushers probably don't actually know how to transition out of it. Otherwise, they would probably not be lower level cannon rushers, but higher level cannon rushers, because with cannon rushing, it's very simple. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. It's a very big jumps is how I would put it, right? So the cannon rusher puts down the cannon and nothing is blocking this space. If there was a prop here blocking this space, that would be amazing. Of course, I get it. Blocking a space is very hard. Like, it's very tricky. And in the meantime, there's a second prop right here, which by every time I watched this replay like 5 times, I for some reason always forget about this prop. I always think the second prop is the first prop. Don't think that in your games, right? There's always a second prop. So what you want to do, guys, versus a cannon rush like this is have like 2 props follow this prop to attack it, because that makes it very hard for the cannon rush. You kind of don't want to try it. Actually, like, if it starts like this, I don't mind putting the 4 props to cancel the pylon, because in this specific game, if you look at it, it's very easy to just have this prop down here instead. Maybe have like another prop be here, build another gateway, but like block the space. That is very essential. You want to block the fucking space. That is the most important thing. Block the space where the cannons go up with a prop, maybe even with a pylon. Now, if you would have chased this prop, there's a chance that this prop would have died. Now we talk about a lot of like chances where we could have just blocked, and then we could just block these 2 gateways. And in that case, killing this pylon is amazing, right? It's amazing because then no high ground vision anymore. However, right now what we do instead is pull the 4 props here, which isn't even surface area. So once again, the 2 goals is kill the props of the opponent, don't let cannons go up. So we want these 3 props. The best way what we could do is like have like 1 prop here, 1 prop here, 1 prop here. If we use props, we want to use them well, and using them well is blocking cannons from going up. Then we can go attack the cannon. But like this, basically the cannon rusher has like free reign over everything here, and we have to pull even more props. Meanwhile, we kill the pylon at the top, but we don't instantly start the zealot. So the main thing really is, I learned that yesterday from being cannon rushed in the ESL qualifier. The main thing we can do, the best thing we can do is instantly get out the zealot, chrono boost in, so that way we have some control over the low ground, while getting up a cybercore, of course, to go to stalker and go to the next step, while of course not getting cannons up. Now in this case, in this game, this is the important thing. We're actually in a pretty good spot. we're actually in a pretty good spot if you think about it, right? Like the cannon is not powered. This cannon is not going to go up, and nothing really is happening right now. Like we're not mining a lot, but remember when someone can rushes, they're not building props either. The one big thing is we don't have a prop out on the map. We can't check for anything. Always have a prop out on the map, always. Now, we're in a good spot. Like nothing is happening. We killed this cannon. That pylon is being cancelled. Now, if we would follow this prop as we should always do, we could block this pylon from going up. We could have already killed the prop, but we could also block this space, right? Because this is a new space. Killing the pylon is not really essential, because imagine if you would not pull these props, if we would like have these two props, and like over the course of the game we wouldn't have put the props on the pylon. Again, this pylon right here that was there, that's kind of like an iffy portion. It's kind of like a 50-50. But imagine if we didn't pull the props, we would have had more minerals to go for the zealot, and we would have had more minerals to go for the cybercore. We would have had the cybercore earlier and grabbed the stalkers earlier, grabbed the shield batteries earlier, and this space is relatively easy to block. They're only like the cannons can only go up really like here. In this space, which like one prop patrolling might already do the job, could go up here, another prop, and right here is enough surface area to just pull 3 props, because remember, 3 props kill a cannon while it's building unless it's yellow, right? So another prop you could pull here and like patrol. If a cannon would go up here, you would just pull 2 props or like 3 props, and the prop patrolling here would still block this space, right? It's all about blocking space for the cannons. Because we pulled this many props, we have to pull even more props, and this won't be enough for the pylon. And especially because they can just build another pylon. Now again, if we didn't pull the props earlier, we would have had enough resources to start the zealot, to just like kill the cannon or like kill the pylon. And we have high ground superiority in sense of vision if you kill this prop. So unfortunately, there are like a lot of if scenarios, and cannon rushing still is a lot about like trying to get a feel for like, okay, how many props can I pull? In general, as I already mentioned, you pull 1 to 2 props per prop, and then you pull 3 props per cannon. But ideally, you want to have like 2 props down here blocking the spot. Because if the cannon can't reach the gateway, we can just pump out the stalkers and like block the space here, here, and here. Block the danger spaces that happened with 1 prop. And then just, well, again, you can just pull 3 props. I already mentioned that. And then you go from there. Now, if everything goes to shit, right? If everything goes to shit, which right now is happening because we're losing to these props. And this cannon goes up because we didn't block the space. We have to block the space. That really is the point of this video. Then having a probe out on the map to build a ninja expansion would be lovely. Because that is the thing. If you underextend with the props, if you notice, shit, I didn't pull enough props because Holy here told me to not pull too many props, then you still have enough minerals to get the nexus somewhere else. And we call you props. As long as this doesn't happen. Like this right here. This is horrible. This is not allowed to happen. This is bad. This is bad. Again, block the dangerous spaces. And then from here on out, we just kind of lose the game. Because we still try to get stalkers up. But the moment cannons touch the mineral line is the moment you're pretty much dead. And from there on, we just lose all the props. So, to summarize this 9-minute video, it is blocking dangerous spaces is super essential. It is always having a prop out on the map, of course, as the safety net, and not pulling too many props against the pylons. Just block the spaces and like build a zealot, get a cybercore, build the stalkers, and just don't let the cannons get up here. And that really is it. Like again, we could have blocked this cannon. We could have blocked this gateway and generally these cannons with like 3 props instead of pulling 6 props here and like 3 props here. Which is like, quick maths, 6 props less that we have pulled. And that is 6 props more mining. And really, it's still tricky. It's still tricky. I'm not saying it's easy. This is not a video meant to say defending cannon rushes is easy. That is the video talking about, that is my other video talking about cannon rushes. There I pretend like it's easy, but it's not. It's not. But there are a lot of face saves. And of course, if you really don't want to bother, just build a forge. Build a cannon right there. Actually, my fingers pointing won't make any sense. Build a cannon right there. Get a pylon here. Build a cannon right there. You're good. Again, the only 2 things that the cannon rusher can do is either transition out or go into proxy Stargate, which you will win in that case, in that position. almost always with shear batteries overcharged and just more void rays because it mined gases earlier. And yeah, as long as you have a proper on the map, you can scout. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video was somewhat helpful, analyzing this specific replay where things went wrong, where we could have blocked. Again, can rushers are this weird mix of being safe but not too safe, so it's still going to be tricky, but I hope this one helped. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, of course, as always, feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment. I stream every day 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. as always, so feel free to check out my stream. Everything is linked down below. And yeah, take care, guys. Love you all. Don't get can rush too much. Please don't can rush. Don't can rush. And see you guys next time.